Okay. Check it out. Can you see that, Ben?
Yep.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
All right. Which one has the most volume? Which one of these solids has the greatest volume? Or what's the volume of each of these things? How many blocks would it take to make something like this? You gotta look closely. Okay. If you count maybe this, if we made just one of these kind of triangle looking things. Okay, it takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. And in order to make it this deep, I would need to use how many blocks? Or how many of these triangle looking things would I need to build?
40.
Okay, 4.
4.
And then you connect them all and that would make this shape, right?
Yep.
It looks like a staircase or something like that. Alright. So the volume of this is 40. Does that make sense?
Yep.
What about this? How many blocks would it take to make that?
9 times 4.
Which is?
36.
Good. What about this? How much blocks would it take to make that?
16. Whoa, that's a lot.
16 times what?
16 times 4.
Okay, well, 16 times 4. 16 times 10 is 40. No, I mean, 4 times 10 is 40. And then 4 times 6 is 24. So that would be 64. It takes 64 blocks. So it takes 36 blocks to make here. It takes 64 blocks to make this. Does that make sense?
Yep.
And it took 40 blocks to make this. What about this one? Alright, this one I kind of look at it like this. This takes 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15, and you gotta multiply that by 2. So that would be 30, okay? And then maybe I'll cover this part up. And then so instead I would multiply the 15 times 4, and so that's 60 alone right here. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And then over here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So
40.
Well, this is 10, 20.
Oh, yeah.
So 20 plus 60, there's 80 blocks here. So which one requires the most amount of blocks to make? Good. All right, page 81. Okay. So check this out. In order to figure out the volume of something, like for example, there is a cube. Let's pretend that this length of one of these cubes is 1 centimeter. Okay?
Yep.
The volume of this cube right here is 27 cubic centimeters. How many blocks does it take to make this? Look. How many blocks did it take to make this?
So there's 9 on one side.
So like this face is 9.
Yep.
Okay.
And then so there's 1 9. 1 9 times 3, that would be 27.
Good. So what is the length of one side?
3 centimeters.
Yeah. So it's 3 by 3 by 3. Actually 3 by 3 by 3. 3 times 3 is what? 9.
9.
Times 3 again is?
18.
No, 9 times 3 is not 18.
Oh, 27.
27. Exactly. So when we're doing this stuff, if I asked you, watch what we're doing. I drew a cube. I told you that this is a cube, and I want to find the volume of this. Since it's a cube, I'll draw it like this. What does that mean?
They're all equal.
Okay. So this is length. This is also L, and this is L. In order to find the volume of a cube, you need to multiply. Well, what you've been doing is you've been saying, all right, let's figure out what the area of the face is. That's what you've been saying. That's why you said for this thing, it takes 9 to make up one face, and then you multiply that by the depth. How many rows or how many faces you needed to make up the 3D volume. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So what you actually did multiply by was, in order to get the area of the face, you multiply that by length times width. Let's pretend that's a W. Does that make sense?
Yep.
And then in order to get the depth, you said length times width times D, which stands for depth, or how far in. It's just the 3 dimensions of this thing. You have to multiply them all out. Does that make sense? So let's see. If in this particular case, though, we told you that stop paying attention to this. Pay attention to what I'm saying, then. In this particular case, I told you that we're dealing with a cube. So your length times width times D, actually I don't know why I erased it, is actually length times length times length.
Because they're all even.
Is equal to 27. And that's what I told you. And then we write centimeters cubed. That doesn't mean centimeters times 3. That just means centimeters by centimeters by centimeters. It means we're talking about a 3-dimensional centimeters, or a volume. Does that make sense to you? All right. So then we had to ask ourselves, well, what number times itself 3 times gives you 27? Would 2 do it? 2 times 2 is 4. Times 2 again is
That doesn't work.
8, right?
Yep.
So if I told you that the volume was 8, then you would say, oh, okay, that means one of the edges was 2. But I told you the volume is 27, then you say, wait a second, one of the edges must be 3. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So to find the volume of things, you do the length times width times the height. Or instead of depth, we usually put h for the height. For example, if I want to find the volume of this box, I would do 7 centimeters.
No.
Here, I'll tell you what. You find the volume of the box. Sit up. Here, come. You can be on the camera and find the volume of the box.
Wait.
All right. What is it?
Wait a second. Damage counters. They're everywhere.
Hi, Griff.
Griffin,
There
Mama
you go.
said pick up your underwears. Go pick it up.
6.
So wait, what's one side?
6
Centimeters?
for the height.
Okay. What else?
Then there's 11.
Okay.
And then there's it's 6 again.
You did it wrong. And I'm actually glad you did it wrong, because now you won't make this same mistake again. Here's what you did. You measured 6, and then you turned it, and then you measured this, and then you measured this again. So you measured it like this. This is 6, and this is 6. You don't need to measure that one again. You need to measure this one, then this way, and then this way. You need to go here, here, and then here. Does that make sense?
That's the length.
It doesn't matter actually which one it is, as long as you get all 3 of them. So we can call this the length, yeah? We can call this the width right here, and the height would be this. So your height is 6, your width is 11, and your depth is 10. Or length is 10, width is 11. So H times W times L. I know I told you length times width times height, but actually it can go either way, because remember, multiplication is commutative, right?
Yep.
So 6 times 11 is...
So 6 times 11 would be. Can I do 11 times 10? That was easier.
No, 6 times 11. I'll tell you, 66.
Oh!
Then multiply that by 10. You just add a 0. So the volume of this box is 610 centimeters. What? What?
Cubed.
Cubed. Good. All right. Pass me the apple box.
I think there's a hole on the bottom.
Pass me the apple box. Right here. All right. Pass me the whole thing. Okay, here. Since you messed it up, you measure this one. What's the volume of this? Come on, man. We don't have a lot of time.
Good. I'm gonna measure this one first.
You gotta start at 1
Yeah.
or at 0.
Right there.
Okay, what is that? Just round it up to the nearest centimeter.
36.
Okay, 36. Keep going.
Okay. This one, the width. $36.
You did it wrong again.
Ah.
Look at me, look. You measured this length right here, right? And then look what you did. Ben. Then you went like this. It's the same length. You have to measure this one, and then this one, and then this one. Here, we'll restart it. I'll let you redo it.
No.